We then can go back to this slide about the representations to memory. And what this is it's part of our compiler. It's really almost a compiler within a compiler that really does the work. We're having different languages like ASCII, UTF-8, etc., or rather representations. And these are saying what each character, long, float, etc. is in terms of binary. It's essentially a dictionary that starts to set some very initial rules for how it works. And it even brings up quantum computing and how these are completely out of the world of 32-bit or 64-bit systems, etc., because they don't even deal within terms of zeros and ones. They do everything in between and essentially are infinite, just like the number pi, but we're not going to get into those. We can start thinking of abstraction in terms of range of possibilities. So if we have more bits available, we're going to be able to have a much wider range, and we're going to have a much more abstracted and complex data type. And these representations, like ASCII, UTF, etc., what they're doing is they're actually performing that conversion and also setting the rules for how long these data types can be in terms of memory. We'll see that the most basic data type that everything else is really abstracting on is our on and off switch, because these logic gates are part of the actual mechanics and computer hardware itself that does the electrical currents, and they're either on or off. It's either connected or it's not. We see more about the binary system here and how hexadecimal can actually save us a bit. So instead of each number or bit representing a decimal place, it's representing in terms of 16, but we won't get into that math. Again, data types are turning into a number, and this number is being represented in bits, and this is our binary code. And the ASCII, extended ASCII, UTF-8, again, number representations, they're defining what each of these binaries directly correlates to in terms of our abstracted variable, or rather data type. We'll again keep looking at how these data types work, and the best way is going to be by actually creating our own. But first, we're going to have to look at conditionals and loops so that we can actually create our own abstracted data type.